All right, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to our Fort Cavazos partners and representatives, all of our veterans organizations. I see several in the audience. Our political leaders, I see a couple of council members, city officials, and all of the community leaders and members here. I'm Janelle Ford. I am the Executive Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Killeen. So we're here today for the Purple Heart ceremony, but we want to go back and show you a little history. The badge of military merit, as you can see here, it's known today as the Purple Heart. It is truly a military medal that is by the people and of the people. That's because it's one of the first awards in military history that could be given to enlisted soldiers as well as non-commissioned officers for their outstanding service. This is the oldest military award that is still presented to American service members. President George Washington wanted the honor to be awarded to those who displayed, quote, not only instances of unusual gallantry in battle, but also extraordinary fidelity in essential service in any way. In 1932, it was redesigned by General Douglas MacArthur, and it recognized commendable action, as well as those who were wounded or killed in combat. In 1942, President Roosevelt defined the qualifications, and he redefined them as simply being wounded or killed in action, and expanded the eligibility of the award to all the military branches of service, and gave authorization to present posthumously. Over the years, recipients have included actors, writers, athletes, and even animals. John F. Kennedy is the only president who has received the Purple Heart. The qualifications that dictate this, who dictate who is eligible, have changed over the time, and even today, they continue to evolve. But what we do know is that it's more than just a medal. It's a symbol. It's a symbol of the profound gratitude that we feel for those who have given so much, and those who have earned the Purple Heart have demonstrated an extraordinary level of bravery and selflessness. I'm now going to turn it over to Mayor Debbie Nash King for remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to stand before you as we honor our Purple Heart recipients. The sacrifice that you and your family have made for our country, it has not gone unnoticed. And today, as we go outside and we honor you by making this always, it has been a Purple Heart City, but to truly honor you, all of us together, to say thank you, all you Purple Heart recipients and your family member, for your great sacrifice for our country. Please give them a round of applause. Once again, thank you.
I would now like to bring up our garrison commander of our Colonel Lakeisha Stokes, who is a part of our wonderful neighbor of Fort Cavazos, ma'am.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, veterans, service members, families. My name is Colonel Lakeisha Stokes, and I'm the Fort Cavazos Garrison Commander. Today, we gather to honor the value, the sacrifice, and resilience of our Purple Heart recipients. The Purple Heart is more than a medal. It is a symbol of courage, a testament to the strength of those who have faced the most formidable challenges and have emerged with unwavering spirit. Our Purple Heart recipients have borne the wounds of battle, and their sacrifices remind us of the true cost of freedom. Each story behind the medal is a narrative of bravery and dedication, of individuals who place the well-being of their comrades and their country above their own safety. We must never forget the sacrifices made by these heroes, their courage under fire, their strength in adversity, and their dedication to duty continue to inspire us all. It is our responsibility to ensure that their sacrifices are remembered and honored, not just today, but every day. As we commemorate Purple Heart Day, let us renew our commitment to support our veterans and their families. Let us ensure they receive the care, respect, and recognition they deserve. We owe them a debt of gratitude that can never be fully repaid, but we can strive to honor their legacy through our actions and our words. To all the Purple Heart recipients here today, and to those who could not join us, we thank you for your service, your sacrifices, your bravery, and your unwavering dedication to our nation. You are the embodiment of the highest ideas of military service, and we are profoundly grateful for your courage. Thank you for joining us today to honor these remarkable heroes. May we continue to uphold their legacy through our actions and our commitment to service. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And we're now going to present the proclamation. I'm going to ask our mayor to come up, and I'm also going to ask the local chapter of the Syntex Purple Heart chapter to come up to receive that proclamation, and then we will have remarks from them as well. But if you can both please come up. And I want to recognize the other organizations, veteran organizations that are here while they're making their way up. I know we were invited, the 3 VFW chapters. Can you raise your hand if we have any VFW members? Thank you so much for coming. We have our DAV, the Disabled American Veterans, came out strong. Thank you so much for coming out. Did we get any of the Korean War Veterans Association members that came out? Okay. Any other veterans organizations that I missed? I don't want to miss anyone. All right. Well, come on up. Thank you so much.
Move over here. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Footman.
How you doing?
It's good to see you. The City of Killeen, whereas the Purple Heart is awarded by the President of the United States to soldiers who are wounded or killed in action. And whereas the Purple Heart is the oldest military decoration still in use. It was created on August 7, 1782, when General George Washington, Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, enacted the Badge of Military Merit. Awarding of the Badge of Military Merit ceased following the end of the Revolution War. And whereas, despite earlier efforts, it wasn't until February 22, 1932, that the medal now known as the Purple Heart was revived by the executive order of the President. And whereas the Purple Heart is the most prestigious symbol of soldiers' willingness to sacrifice all to protect and defend our great country. And whereas the City of Killeen has a long history of supporting our military and veterans and has Purple Heart recipients among us. And whereas the City of Killeen proudly became a Purple Heart city in 2014, honoring the sacrifice and the legacy of all who served and received the Purple Heart. Whereas in 2024, further honor that legacy, the city has in place 17 signs across our city to proudly showcase its status as a Purple Heart city. Now, therefore, I, Debbie Nash King, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as the mayor of the City of Killeen, do hereby proclaim August 7th, 2024, Purple Heart Day. And I urge all citizens of Killeen to show their appreciation and respect to Purple Heart recipients and all those who have placed themselves in harm's way in service to our country on this day and every day. Thank you for your service.
Can I have all our Purple Heart recipients that here come up here behind me, please? And then, well, since that the mayor and the young lady here, they mostly have told you about everything about the Purple Heart. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Purple Heart Trail, which a lot of people don't know about the Purple Heart Trail. The Purple Heart Trail was established in 1992 by the Military Order of the Purple Heart as a symbolic trail throughout all 50 states to commemorate and honor all men and women who have been wounded or killed in combat. Start at Mount Vernon, Virginia, and now includes a portion of the trail in all 50 states across America, plus portion of the trail is in Guam and Puerto Rico. So when people was first wounded, there was a piece of cloth was just torn off and wrapped around the person's arm. That is why when she read the part about they reestablished it to a merit badge, then it went from a merit badge. General George Washington wanted something that would stand out, so he decided to implement a Purple Heart, and that's how the Purple Heart became. And I'm very proud, and all these people right here has been wounded. This young lady here, she just lost her husband. He was one of our Purple Heart recipients. So we had her come up to honor everyone here. And I'm very proud to accept this in honor of our commander, Tracy Brown Green. She couldn't be here today, but she had two other events to be here. So I'm very proud to receive this, Ms. King. Very, very happy to receive this. Only city that we don't have as a Purple Heart city right now in this area close by is Lampasas, Nolanville, and Waco. All the cities are Harker Heights, Killeen, Coppers Cove, and all the cities around except those three is not a city. So, it's a hard day, a rough day. I think that's all, and I just want to take a picture with all of us standing here together, holding this.
Thank you, sir. And what I wanted to do was we were going to unveil the new signs that we have across the city. We have 17 new signs across the city that say Purple Heart City that really recognize our designation. So we thank our Public Works team as well as our Division of Transportation that put those signs up. And I'm going to have you guys come right here in front, and we have a sign that you can hold up right here with all of you. And I'm going to ask the mayor and the garrison commander to come back up for that photo with you all as well. Everyone in front of the podium, please, and if you could hold it. Got everything? Thank you. And we're just going to close it out, and then we're going to take the official picture with everyone here in the audience outside as we truly unveil our final sign that will be posted across the city here. Oh, yes, sir, you can have that. You're fine, take your time. All right, so as we close on this 10th anniversary of being a Purple Heart City, we do want to reveal a new website that we have. It's KillingTexas.gov/Purple Heart. If you go to that site, you're going to see several things. You'll see some photos of past events that we've had recognizing us as a Purple Heart City. You'll see the initial recognition that we received from the Syntex chapter of the Military Order of the Purple Heart. You'll also see the initial request form as well as the initial proclamation from 2014 and some photos. But as I mentioned, we really want to recognize our Department of Public Works as well as our Transportation Division for putting these signs all across the city. These all went up at all of the entry points to the city over the last month or so. And again, the final one, we're all about to go outside to our left here, to your right, to the entrance where I hope that you all can make it out there. A quick photo. I know it's hot outside, so it's going to be a very quick photo. Our multimedia supervisor, Francisco, is going to coordinate everything. We will unveil it, we'll take the photo, and then you guys can come back in here, and we do have some commemorative cookies. Custom personalized cookies that say Purple Heart City on them, as well as some water that you can take on your way out. If you like to mix and mingle, that's fine as well. But we do appreciate everyone joining us for this special day today. It is a day that's both solemn, but also we're both proud of this as well. So thank you for coming out, and we can head on out to the front entrance.